Let's talk about the customer perception of the automotive business. People have this distinct perception of us, and especially automotive repair. And that perception is that the industry is dishonest, it's a ripoff, that we're not trustworthy, that we don't always get it fixed right the first time, that we're here to take advantage of them. Now, that's not your fault, it's not my fault, it's not anybody's fault. The industry created this over a long period of time. But let's talk about where that came from. Because although it's not our fault, we have to deal with it every single day. Now, here's the first thing I want you to consider. Think about on Friday afternoon after work, Friday evening, you go into your local establishment to purchase whatever your favorite beverage is. And you walk up to the cooler. So close your eyes and picture this in your mind while I'm talking. You walk up to the cooler, you're opening the cooler, you're reaching for that six-pack of your choice, and on the shelf it says a price tag. Let's say the price is $6.99. Picture yourself reaching for that six-pack, you're seeing the $6.99, you're taking it out of the cooler, and you walk up to the cashier's counter. You plunk it down on the cashier's counter, you're reaching for your wallet or you're reaching into your purse, and the cashier looks at you and he says, "I'm sorry, sir," or "I'm sorry, ma'am, I can't sell you this six-pack of beverage unless you buy 5 pounds of hamburger, 24 hamburger buns, a bottle of ketchup, some relish, and a bag of chips." What would you say? What would you be thinking? I just came in to buy this six-pack of whatever it is. I don't need 5 pounds of hamburger. I didn't want a bag of chips. I didn't want relish. But isn't this what we do in this business at these counters every single day? It is, isn't it? The customer walks into your store and they see up on a menu board somewhere, alignment, $74.95. Now, Uncle Joe or Dad or Grandpa or neighbor John said they needed an alignment. They didn't really know why, but they knew they needed an alignment. Maybe the steering wheel is just off center. So they come walking through your door, they walk up to your counter, and in their mind, they've reached up on that shelf and they've taken a $74.95 alignment off the wall and they plunked it down on the counter. And you looked them right in the eye and you said, "I'm sorry, I can't sell you this $75 alignment unless you buy 5 pounds of hamburger, a bag of chips, a tie rod, a ball joint, 4 tires, and your alignment." And they're thinking of you. They're thinking about you. I knew it. You're trying to rip me off. Now, where does that come from? It comes from a lack of knowledge, right? You know why you can't sell that alignment to them without the 5 pounds of hamburger, without the tie rod or the ball joint or whatever else that vehicle needs. They don't have any idea why. They just knew they needed alignment. They saw $75 on your menu board and they said, "I want that." To them, that was the product. To you, an alignment is part of a bigger system. So we can talk about how we can get around that, and of course it's knowledge, and we'll talk in a later segment about imparting knowledge. Here's the other perception I want you to think about. Maybe you've bought a TV recently, maybe you've bought a new stereo, maybe you bought a new movie, maybe you went out to dinner at a fancy restaurant, and you spent a whole pile of your hard-earned money. Let's say you bought a TV and you spent $1,000 on that TV. And what did you do? You got it home, you got it all hooked up, you popped the beverage of your choice, you sat down in your recliner with the remote and you started watching it. And you were excited, weren't you? You thought that looked awesome, you knew where that $1,000 went. Now take that same $1,000 and put it into 4 tires and an alignment. And drive your vehicle home after forking out that $1,000. And what does the customer notice? Absolute best case, they notice nothing. Car drives the same, sounds the same, feels the same, nothing. Worst case, they got a shimmy for their $1,000. It's very, very different when you're spending money to have your automobile repaired than it is when you're buying something you can see, eat, taste, etc. So think about that, because those are the perceptions that you're dealing with. And when we're trying to get to trust, when we're trying to build that customer satisfaction pyramid, part of the exceptional customer service experience, the base of that pyramid, is understanding customer perception. In the next segment, we're going to talk about types of customer. More to come.